Hi, Ruth. Thank you for joining. Ruth, you are able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, okay, okay. You can switch on your video also.
Okay, I'll do. Was just trying to see if there's anyone on the line. I'll switch it on now. I was just wondering also what time the call is supposed to start, because it's let me just tell you the time in Zimbabwe. It's around 4 p.m. in Zimbabwe.
So it is in another 5 minutes is the scheduled time.
Excellent. So it's what time in India?
It will be 7:30 in 5 minutes.
7:30. All right. No, that's good. At least I'm early enough.
Yeah. So long time?
No. It's okay. I'm saying at least I'm early enough.
No. I just asking. You have not been here, no, around for some time. You joined after many days.
Yeah, I tried to join the last meeting, I think, but the meeting had already started. So I think it's because of my timing, my Google timing. There's something that I must do so that I don't miss the meetings.
Yeah, okay. So hi, good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you indeed. I just want to switch on the light. Yeah.
Okay. So you got rid of your hair or something?
No. I have kept this hairstyle for some time now. It's very hot in Zimbabwe currently.
Yeah.
So I felt that it's an easier hairstyle. When I want to do or go to special meetings, I just wear my wig and that's it.
Okay. Great.
When I'm at home, like now, it's weekend and I'm relaxed. I don't have I have no need for a hairstyle.
Yeah. Good idea. Good idea.
So what are you working on over the weekend? I thought you'd rest with the family.
No, weekend 7:30 is my webinar. Actually, my week is scheduled in such a way. Monday 9, I have a webinar. I actually do a inner circle call, which is mastermind. And then Wednesday, I have a call wherein I do kind of workshop and then pitch my offer. And then Friday, those who pay me, they come in for a class. I give them a class. And then Saturday, again, it is a pitch, again, a workshop kind of thing. So today, this is my regular weekly pattern. It is fixed. It is fixed. And Monday and Tuesday and Thursday is my learning time.
So how much do you charge per webinar?
So to come to my community, which is a lifelong membership, that is only 6,000 INR, Indian rupees. So once you enter, you will be here for lifetime. Whatever support, whatever I'll be doing, you will be watching that.
So
And
what American dollars? I don't understand Indian money.
American dollar, it is you can divide it by 80, which comes to around $70.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And yeah.
So what are the benefits of your programs?
So what I do is, people get stuck most of the time. Why? Because, and how do you know that they're stuck? Because they feel kind of always complaining and cribbing. They are always angry, or they are not able to find any solutions to their problem. That is when you know that people are stuck. And sometime or other in life, we get stuck, and we have our friends and relatives to speak to. But nowadays, what is happening is people who are in workplace or otherwise, the families are not there anymore, right? Joint families are not there. So then, in order to speak to somebody who will be a well-wisher, who will advise you wisely, you don't find a person, because everybody will be thinking about their own selfish self only. So what I teach is, I just help them to see the opportunities, get over their negativity, how to do that. Each of us has some kind of limitation in their environment according to their own circumstances. So I help them overcome that and do something more, so that they will be recognized. Many people in the same locality, some people are able to move ahead, some people are not able to move ahead. That is only because of the circumstances and mindset. Suppose somebody is born into a poor family. Even those people in Africa also, they have progressed a lot, right? But they had to struggle a bit. That is not so, that much of struggle is not there in India. So it is, what I see is, when I travel in bus and train, I see them struggling because of complaining, because of certain reasons. They are complaining about their boss, their workplace, and that is endless. They go on complaining. But what happens at the end of it? The boss doesn't change because he is not listening, because they are not complaining in front of the boss, right? So it is only waste of energy. So instead of that, if they can think something positive and do something differently, then the opportunity will come to them. That is what has happened in my own career. How I managed to overcome those circumstances, and those are very simple things, but discipline is required, right?
Yes.
And I have trained so far 18,000 people, and those people were illiterate, literate, it doesn't matter with whatever circumstance they come from. It is just a mindset to learn that will help them. But everybody, each human being has that mindset. But what happens? They give into these negative circumstances. Suppose it is very easy to complain, right? It's very easy to complain, very easy to get angry, very easy to scold somebody, get upset. But it is a little bit difficult to find a solution beyond that. It requires mental discipline. Like I said, nobody can insult you unless you allow that person to insult you, right? These are the concepts many people don't understand. They say the boss shouts at us, what can we do? See, the boss doesn't shout at anybody and everybody. There are people in the office who actually, the boss doesn't shout. Now, how those people are different than the person who is getting scolded all the time? There is a difference, right? So what is that difference? Why not become that person? Or if you still don't find any solution with the boss, then what is the problem in switching over, go to the another place, you know? At other places, some people I have seen, like my own self, I have also changed many organizations, but unless we get transformed, we realize what is bothering us. The other person doesn't matter. You will get the same problem over and over. Here you will get, you go to some other place, there also you will get. Because of that mindset issue, right? It is not anybody else's issue. People will be different. People will, nobody can be like me. Nobody can be like you, right? So everybody is very different. So how can you expect somebody to be like you, to like you, right? So it is not possible. So what to do so that you can see the solutions? So that is the solution I gave.
Ah, okay, that's interesting.
Yes,
That's
and also this is a new area that I work on. Many people, whoever listening to my whatever I have to say, they simply they say that, is this possible? Yes, this is possible. That is why I am teaching it, because I have learned that hard way. So I have spent so many years realizing this. So so out of that I learned something. So that is what I will be teaching. And
so what is the background? What did you learn? Are you from a psychology background or HR background?
No. That is the that is the interesting thing, right? I am a mathematics postgraduate. I did social analysis, social research for most of my career. For 12 years, I did the social research. Suddenly, I was given an HR career. After that, I was given a livelihood enhancement career wherein I worked handled agriculture. Then I handled farmer producer organizations. Then I handled tribals, you know. So my profile changed. And all the time, I never had any degree or diploma. I just learned from whatever is available in my surrounding. And from that, I applied a little bit of common sense and I worked out the solution, you know. So
which part of India are you from?
I'm from Delhi.
Okay.
So previously, I have worked in all over India.
G100 meeting in November.
Sorry?
In December. Did you attend the G100 meeting in December?
G100, yes.
Ah, okay. So we met in December, isn't it?
Did you attend that time?
Yeah, I was in Delhi in December for the G100 meeting.
So I was on 30th. I don't know whether you were there. So otherwise I would have called you or something.
No, I was there every day.
Okay. So but 30th I was there all the throughout the day.
Ah, okay. No, it was a big meeting, so it's very obvious that we possibly missed each other. It was a big, yeah.
So if you would have given me just a ring or could have messaged me, then I could have located you. Or might be we have seen each other. I was in a sari, but couldn't recognize each other. That might be a possibility as well.
Okay. So how long do your training sessions take? Say if one pays the 70 US, how long does it take to go through the training?
It doesn't take much. It only it is just 10 classes. So suppose you go for 10 weeks, then it is just 90 days at the most. Right?
Do you have the courses, the outline of the courses which one covers?
Yes, that is what I have. That is in my website, right? So once you pay, I give access to that website. I am also transitioning that from that website to another website where
Okay.
it will be a mix of
What?
sorry.
Okay, ma'am. So what I wanted to look at is the 10 courses. I just want the topics of the 10 courses just for me to go
Huh.
through. Yeah, I just want to see what is captured. Then once I see, then I go into the payment, then the website.
Can I show you right now?
Yes, yes, yes.
So the outline I will show. The courses will only be visible once payment is done. You will go, I'll give you access.
No, I'm not looking for the courses. I'm just looking for the topics of the
Topics,
courses.
oh. Yes, the
Yes.
topics I'll show you right now.
Topics.
So are you able to see my screen?
Leadership growth with the resourceful influence. So it's webinar growth on inner circle call then.
No, not that. The topics are your personal credentials, right? Whatever education, skill, training, insight, knowledge that you have, all that will be packaged into a unique resume. That is one. The second topic is your personal abilities, right? Personal abilities is about your personality, your strength, right? Your passion, whatever are those are very different. As I told you, you are not visible. So as I told you, I was not trained to be an HR. I was not trained to be in agriculture, but I acquired that. Why? Because of my passion, right? So you must be having those kind of strength also. So that is what we will be finding out with test, scientific test, right? So that is the second topic. The third topic is your productivity. Then fourth is procrastination. If you are procrastinating, taking time to decide, that is the fourth topic. Then I teach something called consolidation, right? Suppose you have done something in your life, don't erase or delete it. Build on that. That is consolidation. Most of the people miss. They think that their experiences are very different. It is not different. Everything can be packaged into something. If you know Taj Mahal in India, Rome, so from the first day it was not built, right? Those were built over a period of time, bit by bit. Don't you think? So your career also can be built that way. So that is one. Then time management is another topic. Then I teach you poise, which is about your goal setting, visioning, journaling, value determination as well. Then team building is another topic I teach. Then communication is another topic. And then process in which I teach you problem analysis, data management, and mentoring, how you do mentoring, how to delegate your work, analysis, presentation skill, all that. Then passion is how to scale up, how even if you are not working, then also you still recognized because of your certain strength, certain eligibility. People know you by who you are, not because of your position.
Right.
So that is something you need to work on throughout your career or otherwise, whatever you are doing. So being part of G100 was not part of any career thing. It was just because you have a vision to bring all the women together, and you were part of the vision, right? So going forward, and you and me, we don't know each other, but we got connected because of that platform, right? And eventually we will bring both the countries together and all that, right? So these are the things. How can we do that? Given the situation in your country, and what are the scopes, opportunity that is available to you, how you can help build your people, and you become a great leader. It is about sync leadership. Sync leadership means how, so this is done, right? So I'll stop here. And so we all are connected some way or other. We get disconnected, which is why this discord and argument and conflict happens. So the moment you get connected to another person, you start leading that person. You can influence that person. But to be able to do that, you have to first prove yourself, right, to that person. That person will trust, will test you a lot many times whether you are a genuine person or not, whether you will be available for that person in crisis or not. All these things happen. But the moment you prove yourself, your genuineness, your credibility, that the person can depend on you, and you will also protect that person's privacy. All these things when happens, then it is kind of a friendship. You get connected to other person, right?
So I see people haven't joined. What's the problem?
So many times people don't come to this kind of discussion because, they have joined so many times and they want to talk to me one-to-one. The type of topic that I discuss, they come from different regions of difficulties, So
no, that's fine. So let me look at the topics and then I will get back to you shortly. I'll get back to you.
Yes, Ruth. Yes. So you want, I already have posted something in the group itself.
Yeah.
There is a lead magnet, and wherein you can see, take a look at that. All the topics are there. And if you have some question, just let me know so that we can discuss.
No problem. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Ruth. Thank you.
Okay. Goodbye.
Bye. You will disconnect now, Ruth?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I have 4 strategies with which to tackle this problem of getting sidelined and getting stuck and achieving significance. Out of that, those 4 are difference, resilience, influence, and prominence. Out of those, influence is the 3rd stage of the strategies. And in that, communication is the most important thing which people look for. Communication is not about English, as I said. Communication is to influence better, because the most emphatically, assertively you communicate, that is how the influence is built. Now, the process of better communication, let us discuss this today. It is about the style of communication, knowing the subject and knowing the audience. What is the style of communication in the process of better communication? It is about towards dominance. If you are going towards dominance, what does that mean? It is passively aggressive. I lose, you lose, is the attitude that you have. That is what part of dominance is. The second is aggressive. It is I win, you lose. You have seen so many people who are in this style. The second is towards sociability. Passive. One kind is, of course, dominance. The other kind is being sociable. And in that passive, I lose, you win. They are too docile to let create assertiveness. The second is being assertive, I win, you win. So this is where the win-win formula comes. So this is about your style of communication, which style you adopt and what style you are. Every style has its own pros and cons, but assertiveness is said to be the most adopted kind, wherein people create win-win situations. The second is knowing the subject. When I ask people to listen, read, write, and speak, the biggest problem that come to them is which subject to read about. So I say, listen to whichever subject you want, read that subject, write on that subject, and speak about that subject. So your tonality and time specificness is very important when you speak, because the other person is listening. And about listening, I have some advice, because when you listen to speak, to be able to communicate better, you have to be attentive to whatever you are listening. You should be able to paraphrase whatever you have listened, not copy word by word, but you should be able to say it in your own words. You should be able to reflect your own feelings and associate with it, and attune to feelings why the other person is saying so. You might not be agreeing. Still, have probing questions and ask reflective questions. This is true for your reading, writing, and speaking. Now, coming back to the subject, thinking is the best way to synthesize whatever you have learned through listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Now, Better Thought by Nancy Kilney. She says, think better yourself and help others to think better also. Now, how to do that? Pay attention, as I said. Listening without interruption is a sign of creativity. Equality, our opinions are different, but equal. We both have equal opinions. Ease. Thinking cannot happen in a hurry. We should create freedom from rushing. Appreciation, 5x times, then criticism. 5x times appreciate, then do the criticism. Of course, you need to criticize sometimes, but that should not be in a tone of criticism. It has to be with the kind of feedback. It should be feedback. The next is encouragement, more ideas of collaboration, helping them become whole. So encourage them to be your own equal. When you talk about collaboration, the other person feels equal. So do that. Information, what are you denying that can reduce assertive thinking? So information on what you are denying yourself. What information are you denying yourself, which is making you to look down yourself up, look yourself down. So think about that. Feelings, more instances of laughing, because fear is something which will which will sabotage your thinking. The next is diverse groups are better thinkers, make correct decisions. So diversity, the more diverse your group is, the more correct decisions you will make. Incisive decisions remove false limiting assumptions. Place, environment, ambience, and body is very essential as to how you think. So this is all about thinking. The third aspect of communication is very, very important, because when you speak, who you speak to? You speak to your boss, your super boss, your client or market, your peers, your juniors, and your organization. So, Neeraj, just wait for some minute. I'll come back to you. So your boss will be interested in knowing what worked well, what were existing resources, what innovations you did, what threats you encountered, what results achieved. Your super boss will be interested in expectations versus achievement, scale-up factor, consolidation factor, theory of change, challenge factor, and succession factor. He is interested in the broader picture. Your client will be interested in the end result, resource management, proposal for next phase. Peers will be interested in knowing existing opportunities that you have created, how challenges were negotiated, who were partners in change, and the process outline. Your juniors will be interested in getting trained to take responsibility, challenges versus opportunity, mission accomplishment, how much it has been done, and growth possibilities, because they are trying to follow your path. The organization will be interested in collecting the knowledge that you have gathered. So you have to do process document, resources required, capacity building, what outcome achieved, mission accomplished, and vision address. All this should be part of the knowledge document that you have. So these are the process of better communication that we have. Strategic communication is another part, which is about response, positioning, comprehension, presentation, email, metacognitive skill, 6M strategy. This will be covered in the next video. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Yes, Neeraj, tell me. आ जाओ
हेलो
आप।
हेलो मैम।
हेलो, हाँ वीडियो पे आ जाइए।
मैम वीडियो तो ओपन नहीं कर पाऊंगा कि लाइट नहीं है प्रॉपर अभी मेरे पास में, बाहर हूँ मैं।
ओके, अच्छा बोलिए।
और मैम मैं थोड़ा बिजी था तो आपसे कांटेक्ट नहीं हो पाया, वो आपने रिप्लाई भी किया था मेरे को।
मैसेज करना चाहिए, मैसेज का रिप्लाई देना चाहिए।
मैम थोड़ा मेडिकल इशू आ गया था तो।
नहीं, फिर भी आपने पढ़ा ना, मैसेज तो पढ़ा,
यस
तो
यस
मैसेज का रिप्लाई करना चाहिए। वो सिंपल कम्युनिकेशन है। अभी मैं कम्युनिकेशन के बारे में बोल रही थी ना, वो सिंपल कम्युनिकेशन है। सामने वाले को पता कैसे चलेगा? मैंने पिछले बार भी आपको समझाया था, कम्युनिकेशन अगर जो बंदा पूछ रहा है, अगर आप चुप रह जाओ बहुत दिनों तक, उस बंदे को डाउट हो जाता है आपके 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 ऊपर एज ए पर्सन। आपको वो ट्रस्ट नहीं कर पाएगा वो।
यस मैम आई अंडरस्टैंड, लेकिन मैं आपसे सॉरी चाहूंगा, रिप्लाई नहीं कर पाया मैं।
नहीं, रिप्लाई क्यों नहीं कर पाए? मैं पूछना चाहूंगी कि आपको दिक्कत क्या है। आप बोल सकते थे, एक मैसेज कर सकते थे कि मेडिकल कंडीशन है। बताएं अभी क्या चाहिए?
चलिए मैम अभी आपसे सॉरी चाहूंगा, लेकिन नेक्स्ट टाइम मैं ऐसे नहीं करूंगा, आपका रिप्लाई जरूर करूंगा मैं।
बताइए।
तो
अभी कुछ पूछना चाहेंगे आप?
आप तो आज वाली मीटिंग के लिए मेरे को थोड़ा बताइए कि आप किससे लिए कर रहे थे।
मीटिंग तो मेरा सैटरडे को होता है। मैं ये मीटिंग करती हूँ, ये मीटिंग नहीं है, ये वर्कशॉप है जिसमें मैं कुछ पढ़ाती हूँ, प्लस इसमें मैं लोगों को छांटती हूँ। छांटती हूँ क्यों? क्योंकि उनको आगे के लिए मैं जॉब के लिए जब होगा ना, तो उन लोगों को जॉब के लिए बहुत सारे लोग मुझे पूछते हैं कि आपके पास कोई बंदे हैं अच्छे जो हमारे साथ काम कर सकते हैं, तो मैं उन लोगों को उस पर्पस के लिए छांटती हूँ, मैं इसीलिए ट्रेनिंग करती हूँ।
ओके, तो ये आपका रिकॉर्डिंग था ना?
नहीं, मैं तो अभी लाइव हूँ।
नहीं, वैसे आपने रिकॉर्ड किया फिर आप उसको शेयर करेंगे ऐसे?
तो ये रिकॉर्ड तब होता है जब ये मेरे प्रोसेस में लोग आते हैं, रिकॉर्ड शेयरिंग तब होता है।
ओके ओके। तभी आपने वर्कशॉप कंप्लीट कर लिया क्या?
आज का वर्कशॉप जो ये चल रहा था, मैंने वीडियो पॉज किया है, मैं अपना वर्कशॉप फिर से करूंगी। यहाँ लोग अगर लेट से आएंगे, टाइम क्या था 7:30 को था, तो फिर मैं अपना कोर्स रिकॉर्ड करूंगी ना, दूसरे लोगों को देने के लिए जो मेरे
यस यस।
कस्टमर्स हैं। हाँ, तो इतना इनडिसिप्लिन और इतना अ, पता इससे क्या होगा? इससे तो कुछ होने वाला है नहीं। मतलब इनडिसिप्लिन भी है, कम्युनिकेशन भी कमजोर है, बहुत सारा सीखना है अभी आपको।
यस मैम, मैं अभी इस पे काम कर रहा हूँ। डेफिनेटली आप ही मेरी हेल्प करेंगे इसमें। तो जो चीज़ें आपने मेरे को उस दिन बताई थी ना,
हाँ
आपके सर्विस वाली, मेंटरशिप वाली,
हाँ।
तो उसमें मेरे को फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन थोड़ा डाउन है मेरा, तो उसके लिए इश्यू आ रहा है मेरे को।
ओके।
तो मैं आपके लिए ऐसा कर सकता हूँ कि जैसे मैं आपकी ऑनलाइन हेल्प कर सकता हूँ उसके बदले में।
नहीं, ऐसे एक्सचेंज नहीं करते नीरज, ये बिजनेस तो नहीं है ना। मैं मेंटरिंग में वैसे वाला किसी को आप मत बोलिए, ठीक है?
हम्म,
मेंटरिंग क्या होता है जानते हैं? मेंटरिंग इज समथिंग वेर इन आपको कुछ डिसिप्लिन देना पड़ता है। आप में मुझे डिसिप्लिन नहीं दिखा। अगर आप 7:30 बजे की, मैंने उसमें लिखा भी है कि 7:20 तक ज्वाइन कर लीजिए, ठीक है? और उसमें आप लगभग 8 बजे ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, तो ट्रस्ट का इशू भी तो बनना चाहिए ना, कि बंदे को मैं अगर हेल्प करूंगी तो वो बंदा मेरा कर ले। मेरा ऑनलाइन में क्या हेल्प करेंगे? मेरा तो सारा कुछ अच्छा ही चलता है। और
नहीं
मैं
जैसे
किसी को अगर कुछ काम दूंगी ना, मेरा वेबसाइट या फिर कुछ भी करने के लिए, ट्रस्ट कहाँ बना पाए आप?
नहीं मैम, वो तो मैं आपकी बात समझ पा रहा हूँ जो कह रहे हैं, लेकिन क्या करूँ मैडम, मेरा अभी ऐसा कंडीशन ऐसा हो गया कि मैं कुछ
नहीं,
कह नहीं
ये
सकते।
ये सही जवाब नहीं है नीरज। ये सब सही जवाब नहीं है। व्हाट्सएप अगर आप देखते हैं तो जवाब नहीं दे पाना मुझे समझ नहीं आता। आप मुझे समझा नहीं पाओगे इस बात पे।
नहीं मैम,
तो ट्रस्ट
आई
ट्रस्ट
आई आई एग्री मैम, लेकिन क्या करें अभी, अभी
तो
हो
मेरा
गया
ट्रस्ट,
तो
हाँ
हो गया।
हो गया, ठीक है, हो गया। मेरा कुछ नहीं जाता, आपका कुछ नहीं जाता। आप अगर
Yes.
नहीं आए तो आपका कुछ नहीं जाता, मेरा कुछ नहीं जाता।
हम्म,
आपको मैं सर्विस देने की कोशिश कर रही थी। जो
हम्म,
3 लाख का कोर्स है, मैं उसको 15,000 में दे रही थी, और उसके बदले मैं आपको और सर्विस भी देती। मैं अगर आपको थोड़ा रिकमेंड कर दूं तो बहुत सारे लोग भी आपको काम में ले लेंगे, राइट? वो सारा
यस मैम।
कुछ वो सारा कुछ है।
हम्म,
लेकिन उसके बदले में आप क्या कर रहे हो? आप तो मुझे बता रहे हो, गिना रहे हो सारे कुछ इश्यूज। कुछ नहीं, थोड़ा सा रेस्पेक्ट ही शो करना था, वो
हम्म,
रेस्पेक्ट भी शो नहीं हुआ। एक मैं सवाल कर रही हूँ, पूछ रही हूँ, और आप उसका जवाब नहीं दे रहे हो। ये भी हुआ था ना आपका पिछले कस्टमर के, जो क्लाइंट जो था, उसको भी आप जवाब नहीं दिए थे तो वो काम नहीं करेंगे बोल दिया था, राइट? उस टाइम मैंने कई बार आपको समझाया कि कम्युनिकेशन का लाइन हमेशा सही रखिए, सीधा रखिए, बोला था।
हाँ बोला था मैंने।
हाँ, वो आपने नहीं किया।
मैं मेरी अपनी गलती स्वीकार करता हूँ, लेकिन आगे से ऐसा नहीं करूँगा।
हाँ, आगे का किसने देखा है?
नहीं
आगे तो
मैं
आप मेरे से बात भी करोगे कि नहीं मुझे पता नहीं, तो फिर हाँ, पता है मेरा ट्रस्ट कैसे बने, बताइए, मैं क्यों ट्रस्ट करूं आपको?
हाँ वो तो है मैम।
और कुछ?
मैम यही कहना था कि अभी तो क्या है, मेरी फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन ऐसी है नहीं कि मैं ऐसे कर सकूँ। इसीलिए मैं आपको बोला था कि मैं आपकी हेल्प कर सकता हूँ अगर इन फ्यूचर
नहीं,
मेरा बढ़िया।
मैं तो बिजनेस टर्म में नहीं करूंगी, बिजनेस टर्म नहीं चलेगा। ये तब चलता है ना जब आप मेरे मेंटरशिप में आ जाओ, 6 महीने यहाँ डिसिप्लिन बनाओ और आपके मैं बिहेवियर देखूं। क्योंकि आप मेरे साथ में अगर हो तो आपका वैसे भी नाम, मतलब आपका रेस्पेक्ट वैसे भी बढ़ जाता है। ठीक है, लोग रेस्पेक्ट करते हैं भाई मेरे को तो रेस्पेक्ट आपका ऑटोमेटिकली बढ़ जाएगा। लेकिन मैं आपको अपने पास क्यों रखूं? ऐसा तो कुछ भी नहीं है आपने दिखाया मुझे, राइट? और कुछ है?
नहीं मैम यही बताना था मेरे को।
ठीक है, ओके।
अभी आप इसके लिए क्या कहना चाहेंगे मेरे को बताइए थोड़ा।
मैं क्या कहूंगी? देखिए, मैं आपको एक बात बताऊं कि मान लीजिए अगर आज के दिन में मेडिकल कंडीशन के चलते घर में कुछ हो जाए और डॉक्टर आपको बोले कि बिना 3 लाख के तो नहीं होगा, ठीक है, तो आप तो कहीं से जुगाड़ करके लाते ना, लाओगे ना, या फिर मर जाने दोगे लोगों को? नहीं ना।
नहीं मैम ऐसा तो नहीं है, करना है वो तो करना ही पड़ेगा लेकिन
हाँ, वो जो करना पड़ेगा उतना ज्यादा अगर आपको चुभेगा ना, जो आपको अभी चुभ रहा है, तब जाके आप करोगे। तो जिस दिन आप मेरा 3 लाख हो जाएगा उस दिन आप आ जाना फिर, ठीक है?
आप मेरे थोड़ी इस कंडीशन को समझिए ना।
नहीं, कंडीशन मैं क्यों समझू? मैं आपका जो डिसिप्लिन है,
हम्म,
डिसिप्लिन मैंने नहीं देखा। डिसिप्लिन अगर देख ली होती ना तो फिर मैं
हम्म।
समझने की कोशिश करती। आप मेरा टाइम बर्बाद कर रहे हैं, टाइम बर्बाद करेंगे, ऐसा मुझे लगता है।
नहीं मैम मेरे को इतना थोड़ा नॉलेज नहीं, चीजें सीखने की कोशिश पूरी कर रहा हूँ।
नहीं, सीखने के लिए डिसिप्लिन चाहिए। मैंने कई बार आपको समझाया था, मैंने आपको कई बार समझाया कि कम्युनिकेशन में पूरा सीधा स्ट्रेट रखिए, सीधा स्ट्रेट रखिए, वरना आपके क्लाइंट के साथ नहीं बनेगा। कितनी बार समझाया था आपको?
यस मैम।
हाँ, तब भी आप मेरे सवाल का जवाब नहीं देते। इतनी बेइज्जती कौन करता है यार?
नहीं मैम बेइज्जती की बात नहीं है, मैं
वो
आपसे रिस्पेक्ट।
बेइज्जती है। आपको किसको रेस्पेक्ट कैसे करते हैं नहीं आता, तो बेइज्जती है। रेस्पेक्ट कैसे करते नहीं आता जिसको, उसको आसपास रखना बड़ा मुश्किल है।
नहीं मैम उसी के लिए तो मैं आपकी हेल्प ले रहा हूँ ना।
नहीं, उसके लिए हेल्प नहीं करते। उसमें उसमें क्या चीज है जो आप कैरेक्टर नहीं बदल सकते? मतलब आपका आसपास ही ऐसा है, मतलब आप सीख भी रहे हैं गलत। सुनने से समझाने से समझते नहीं। समझाया था मैंने, नहीं तो सीखे ना आप उससे। उससे सीख जाते तो फिर मैं सोचती बंदा एक चीज सीख गया, मैं दूसरा कुछ करती हूँ इसके लिए। वो आप नहीं सीखे तो मैं सिखाऊं क्यों?
एक एक लास्ट चांस दे दीजिए मैम एक बार।
लास्ट चांस कैसे दूंगा? आप टाइम पे भी नहीं आए ना नीरज, मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि आप आओगे। मेरा एक क्लाइंट के साथ इंटरव्यू भी खत्म हो गया, दूसरा मेरा एक वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग भी हो गया, उसके बाद आप ज्वाइन कर रहे हो। आप डिसरेस्पेक्ट ही नहीं करते हो, आपको डिसिप्लिन कुछ भी नहीं पता, राइट?
वो चीजें मैं आप कह रहा हूँ, मैं भी अभी बाहर था लेकिन मैं अभी चलूँ मैम से बात करते हैं एक
मुझे
बार।
क्या फर्क पड़ता है? मैंने तो अब बहुत पहले से आपको यहाँ पे लिख रखा था कि 7:30 को मेरा क्लास है, कोई आएगा, सुबह से मैंने बोल के रखा था शायद। आप बाहर थे तो आपको बोलना था। मुझे क्या पता कि आप आओगे? आप बाहर हो क्या हो, मुझे सपने में आएगा? चलिए, आप मेरा टाइम मत वेस्ट कीजिए, चलिए, चलिए
सॉरी।
एग्जिट कीजिए,
चलो सॉरी मैम।
एग्जिट कीजिए नीरज। आप अगर कोर्स में आते हो तो फिर मैं पढ़ा देती हूँ आपको, वरना पॉसिबल नहीं है।
तो मैम अगर आपको मेरी बातों से कुछ हर्ट हुआ हो तो
क्या?
मेरी बातों से आपको कुछ हर्ट हुआ हो तो मैं आपकी सॉरी मांगता हूँ।
नहीं नहीं, आपकी बातों से नहीं, आपके डिसिप्लिन नहीं है। और आपको सिखाने से कोई फायदा नहीं। आप उसको रखते नहीं, सीखते नहीं हो। उसमें ना मेरा एनर्जी काफी जाएगा।
मैम
ठीक है?
गलती तो इंसान से होती है, लेकिन एक बार तो उसको चांस देना चाहिए
नहीं नहीं,
दोबारा।
ये एक बार क्या मतलब होता है? एक बार, दो बार, तीन बार क्या मतलब होता है? आप ना डिसाइड कर लो। और ये सीरियस चीज है। मैं यहाँ पे पार्टी खोल के नहीं बैठी हूँ। ठीक है? तो
मैम
आप
आप
वो कर लो, फिर आप आना। राइट? ठीक।
सॉरी मैम, आपके टाइम की रिस्पेक्ट करता
So the third thing is, the second thing is strategic communication, which is about response. How do you respond how do you respond to the environment, whoever is seeing? So just now I was having somebody who was who has been in touch with me for some time, but the response pattern that he had given was kind of disturbing. So it was time waster. So please be careful about the way you respond to other people. Positioning is subtle assertion, which means there are 5 aspects to positioning, which is about subtle assertion, strong conviction, suitable obsession, subliminal orientation, synergizing the conversation. What does each one of these mean? So in each case, who, what, how, why. So who you are, your background, that is what, when you are talking to somebody, you should remember what is your background. You should be able to say at any point of time in 3 lines what you are passionate about, 3 things which might or might not yet related to your work. So, but you still are passionate about. You have to tell that. How can you solve the problem? Experience plus inclination, that is what you have to tell. The fourth is why you are the best person. Your drive, the dream you want to achieve, and this task leads you in that path. This is the subtle assertion that you should have. The second is strong conviction, who you are. What incidents made you convinced you can give your best? What have you acted on so far? How you can replicate your prior experience, and why you think that your trick will help. So this description you have to give. The third is suitable obsession. So the other person should know when he is questioning, he should be able to see your obsession in whatever you are doing, who you have become in last whatever years you have worked for, what opportunities you were pursuing, how can you negotiate to include so as to expand your network and network, why you would like that service to bring into your current profile. So this is the obsession that you need to show. This is all about you. Then when you are talking to somebody, there has to be a subliminal orientation wherein you are not only telling about yourself, but you have to also tell that the given a situation, if the other person wants to join you, then you have a room for him also. Who the other person can be. What is the basis of collaboration if the other is willing to join? How the other person can consolidate his position, how he can win. Why you'd like the other person to get empowered. So when you tell that, be genuine and synergizing the conversation, who the partnership can make you to be. So this is working together. What dreams can come true in this collaboration? How the win-win situation can be formulated. Why you should put the other person into problems. So these should be your synergizing conversation. And then comprehension. Most of the time, when people write report, do you know what do they write? They write a huge report, but nothing makes sense. Now, on one hand, you need the detailing. On the other hand, it has to be very crisp. Elaborating is required, but on the you have to have a headline which tells about what you are elaborating on. So that person has that curiosity about knowing what has happened in that. Gist is conciseness, crispness, bottom line and top line. Concisely you have to tell. Crisp means you have to tell in such a manner that the other person gets hooked to your report. Bottom line you have to press on because that is the core of your work. Bottom line is about the the margin that you make, and top line is the revenue that you have made in a sales position. It can be different for different professions. So what is the core that you need to do? That is the ultimate, that is the ultimate indicator of your performance. That is what you should be working on. All the other things will be there. Of course, you have to describe all those things, but in order to achieve that bottom line, you have done all this. That should be indicating in the report. Crux of the matter, that is what your one-liner should be. Maybe this will be your headline, action points that you have taken, and the way forward suggested. So this is the comprehension of your whatever you are going to tell. Then presentation. So all the time you will not make say a Word document. Sometimes you make the PPT. So there are 7 kinds of report that you have to do: affinity diagram, interrelationship diagram, tree diagram, matrix diagram, matrix analysis, PDPC, process description and program charts, arrow diagram. So these we will be discussing one by one in the subsequent videos. So these are the presentation. You have to make these many presentations at different times. If you keep those made at different times, and this will be available, this will be required at different times of the your career. So sometimes it will be required for the problem analysis that is happening in your organization. Sometimes it is the boss who requires some kind of analysis. So these presentations are actually problem analysis basically. So you have to learn all these 7 kinds, at least these 7 kinds. Email should not be 5 lines at the most, more than 5 lines at the most. Clear subject line should be there. Immediate, it has to be sent immediately. Read it twice so that there is no mistakes. Make it as concise as possible. Make a friendly and receptive tone so that the other person feels like responding. Metacognitive skill, know that you don't know it at all. Engage with colleagues. And that is about connecting, career clarity, convey cognitive contribute, control, collaborate, credibility, confidence. Now, connecting is value your people, respect and care, be genuine. Career is trust them with challenging tasks, allow them to suggest exciting choices. Clarity is about vision and goal, your perspective. Convey expectations, feedback, congratulate whenever they achieve something, recognize, reward, allow them to contribute, show them the ways to contribute. Control the flow, but not the pace. Collaborate, trust, control the flow and the pace, but don't micromanage. Collaborate, trust, and emphasize cohesiveness. Credibility is about results, behaviors. Confidence is high performance and capacity building. This is what you have to trust your people with. Set yourself great goals, preparation of 5 minutes every day, process feedback. There are great opportunities there. So keep people interested, keep people inspired, keep people informed, and keep people involved. Then monitor your performance, look for better options, brainstorm what are the options. People will come from various backgrounds to your team. So think what are the things people are telling you. Risk-based strategy, problem-based strategy, mistake-based strategy, wrong result-based strategy, bad idea, crisis, panic, failure, eventuality, success stories. So these will be the background of your people, and as many objections are there, that many alternative plans you can have. Journal on immediate ask and receiving. Self-questioning is a better way. So these are all about the strategic communication, and the third process is job application that we will cover in another video. So let us handle the last portion of communication, which is about how to write cover letter, how to write approach letter, and how to do resume. You know, your resume is employee spends less than 6 seconds at a resume. Those whoever is recruiting you, make it in 2 pages. Details about email, phone number, and address should be there. 2-line description should be there. Responsibility and achievement as each job, 7 points max. Educational qualifications, trainings, membership and affiliations, and references. These should be part of the resume. Now here is the catch. Cover letter is written to the people to a job while applying for a job that is published. Approach letter is written to a job that is not published. So how do you write an approach letter? You have to just know about the company, whatever attracts you, and if there is a good fit, you think that you can contribute. That is how you write an approach letter to that company. How do you do that? Your resume should cover about your strengths, and accordingly 2 to 5 lines should be there in each under each kind of experience that you have, and each line should indicate what achievement you made. Now you have to match that in your cover letter. How you have achieved in that particular position with that criteria. That has to come in the cover letter. That is how you stand out. Your resume will look different, even though these are very similar capability for a job. Everybody will be applying with similar kind of experiences. Still, your achievements and outcomes will stand out. So these are the 3 things about communication mostly, and this is a very important part in communication. Hope this helps, and yes.